Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're breaking down the absolute master plan of how a 27-year-old creator went from literally counting to 100,000 in his bedroom all the way to becoming a massive corporate titan. We're going to look at the exact strategies MR.BEAST used to totally rewrite the rules of business, marketing, and finance. And honestly, why this blueprint is probably going to change how you view the entire future of commerce. Now, to really set the stage here, just look at this staggering figure. Beast Industries recently hit an institutional valuation of $5.2 billion. Let that sink in for a second. That puts a content creator in the exact same league as huge established legacy corporations. But, how do you actually build a multi-billion-dollar enterprise just from internet videos? Well, here is the blueprint we're exploring today. First, cracking the YouTube algorithm. Second, the loss leader strategy. Third, taking on the giants. Fourth, the vertically integrated empire. Fifth, buying a financial institution. And finally, number 6, the creator economy's future. All right, let's dive right in with section 1, cracking the YouTube algorithm, the obsession phase. Notice the really massive gap here between 2012, when he launched his channel, and 2017, when he finally had that breakthrough counting to 100,000. This absolutely was not an overnight phenomenon. I mean, during those 5 years, he was basically locked in a room, analyzing every single frame of successful content just to understand human psychology and digital behavior. And that led to his early virtuous cycle. It's this hyper-paced formula where he'd get a sponsor, take their money, and then just give it all away in some high-stakes challenge. Then he'd watch it go wildly viral and reinvest literally every single penny of that ad revenue right back into making the next massive spectacle even bigger. It's a strategy of total relentless reinvestment. So that brings us to section 2, the loss leader strategy, the Trojan horse engine. You see, you really have to start viewing his multi-million-dollar productions not as profit centers, but as loss leaders. They're purposefully designed to build massive viewer trust. It's kind of like how a grocery store sells milk at a loss just to get you in the door to buy higher-margin items. MR.BEAST uses his spectacular content to capture what is arguably the most valuable currency on Earth right now: human attention. Just take a look at these numbers. Despite pulling in an estimated $85 million in ad and sponsor revenue in 2024, his core content actually operates at a massive, massive loss. I mean, producing just a single video costs between $3 and $5 million. He treats these videos essentially as massive, insanely expensive commercials. He's buying audience loyalty now, fully knowing he's going to monetize it later. Moving right along to section 3, taking on the giants, Feastables versus the incumbents. Initially, as you can see, he positioned his Feastables chocolate directly against Hershey's. He was out to steal market share from a legacy giant that holds over 33% of the US market. But recently, he pulled off this brilliant shift. He actually dropped the specific rivalry and just claimed his product is better than anything else in the whole world. It's a fascinating evolution in positioning, and honestly, it really proves his ultimate confidence in his market hold. Now let's get into section 4, the vertically integrated empire from content to consumer goods. By completely owning his distribution channel, which is his massive YouTube audience, he bypasses all those huge advertising costs that traditional brands have to pay just to get a customer's attention. Think about it. Every single video acts as an authentic commercial for his very own products, which allows him to retain significantly higher profit margins. He controls the media that drives the attention, and he controls the product that the attention is actually directed toward. It's a closed loop. And this strategy is incredibly effective. It pushed Feastables to an astonishing $250 million in revenue in 2024 alone. This consumer goods wealth is exactly what subsidizes those multi-million-dollar video losses we talked about earlier. So the videos take the loss, but the chocolate bars, that's what brings in the real money. All right, section 5, buying a financial institution, the ultimate evolution. So, what does a vertically integrated $5.2 billion creator actually buy next? How in the world do you go from gaming videos and consumer snacks all the way over to the traditional financial sector? Well, that brings us to his most shocking acquisition yet. In early 2026, Beast Industries officially acquired Step, which is a fintech banking application tailored specifically for teenagers. Now, while this move is currently under scrutiny by lawmakers, including Senator Elizabeth Warren, his stated goal here is to integrate financial literacy directly into his massive platform. He is essentially taking all of that distribution power right into a highly regulated industry, effectively attempting to become the bank of the next generation. But why do this? Well, just look at the PFIN index data here. Gen Z's financial literacy score sits at a pretty dismal 38%. He's looking at a severe, real-world educational gap and aiming to solve it, while simultaneously onboarding millions of lifelong users directly into his own financial ecosystem. It's honestly a masterclass in solving a real-world problem while securing immense long-term corporate value. Let's wrap things up with Section 6, the creator economy's future replacing traditional advertising. When we put a single MR.BEAST video side by side with a traditional advertising juggernaut like the Super Bowl, the disruption is just undeniable. I mean, a Super Bowl ad costs around $8 million to reach 125 million people, and that's exactly once a year. Meanwhile, a MR.BEAST video costs roughly $5 million to produce, but it reaches a staggering 470 million people. And he does this constantly. Creators are offering vastly superior distribution at a fraction of the cost. We are witnessing a totally massive industry shift here. The creator economy is literally projected to hit $1 trillion by 2032. And with over 57% of Gen Z aspiring to actually join this field, we're seeing massive Wall Street-level money, institutional capital, just flooding into distribution networks like Shopify and Walmart to support them. We are watching a niche internet culture transform into a trillion-dollar asset class right before our eyes. So this leaves us with a really fascinating reality to ponder about the whole future of commerce. If a 27-year-old YouTuber can crack an algorithm in his bedroom, build a snack empire that goes toe-to-toe with century-old giants, and then just successfully buy a bank, what legacy industry is the creator economy going to consume next? I really hope this explainer has completely shifted how you view the business of online attention. Keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.